What's up, guys? McKnight Observations here, reporting in, trying to find out why this Atibal scope mounts and scope are so dang cheap when all the reviews seem to say it's duty grade. We're gonna review this and figure this out together, boys. So just come on in. Let's get started. I cheated and opened this already. This is their Pro scope mounts. I ordered this before I even ordered the sights because I wanted to get a LPVO, and I saw an ad on Instagram where they were basically giving this scope mount away for free. So I figured even if it was a piece of crap, it wouldn't matter. So I don't think I took it out of the plastic though. So this is basically how it ships. Let's open that first since it's already ruined. Yep, so that falls out of the bag, and then here is our glorious, oh yeah, look at that. Here's our scope mount. This was like, I don't know, I do not remember how cheap this was, but it was like insanely cheap when they had it on sale. So if you guys are interested in this, wait for it to go on sale and then pick it up for basically free. And then this was under 200, like I think it was like 199 after tax. So this whole thing is like basically the cost of the SIG Romeo 7. And it's an LVPO, which makes me nervous. So let's open this bad boy. Didn't feel like getting a fancier knife, so we're using the SOG keychain knife. That is extremely hard to use at that angle with one hand. Y'all need to see that. Okay. Oh, no, I had it right. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, there's a 1x4 power. And, oh, is this the same scope mount? They have it, No. No, it's not. This looks like it has a cool quick release lever, maybe? Let's open this. Get on out of there. Nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay, well, I guess I'll get out of here too. Alrighty, so here is our Atibal, I guess, scope. So right off the bat, I noticed that their logo appears to be almost like coming off a bit, which it doesn't bother me aesthetically, but kind of makes me nervous for what is to come. You see what I'm saying? It does not look like it is flawlessly put on there. It looks a little worse in person, but the turret writing all looks good. Not that things look cooler when they look damaged and worn, so this already looks cooler than your out-of-the-box optics. You look at the R, see what I'm saying? A little suspect. Let's look down the old scope here. Let's get another take of that spring-loaded action there. All right, let's aim at old American flag down there. Oh no. Okay, come on. All right, so here's the reticle. It does not change when you go from 1 to 4 power, so I think that makes this a first focal plane optic. There's no way for me to Google and verify that though, so you're just gonna have to assume I'm correct. All right, so the video is, why is this so cheap? So let's examine one feature here. So we're on 0 battery power. Let's go ahead and crank that to max brightness, like God intended. Yeah, that's pretty great. And yeah, no, there's literally no difference, dude. Yeah, that's as bright as it gets. So oh, there you go. Yeah, you can see it's on when it's off center, out of focus there. So let's aim this at like literally anything, and yeah, so yeah, it certainly is on max brightness. If that term is, yeah, there you go. There it is. That's as bright as it possibly can get. There she is. All mounted up. all ready to go. My camera will refuse to focus on this reticle every time, I promise. But I can assure you it still looks black, and it is on 11. Oh my gosh, my God. So I guess let's put this on a piece of crap gun, and then we'll mess around with it for a minute, and then I'll submit this video. And then after I put a bunch of rounds through it, and maybe like throwing it around a bit, see if it holds 0, we'll give the review. Sound good? Okay, please God forgive me for the way this gun looks. This is for, I'm gonna do a video where I have a gun that looks like this, okay, and then we're going to spray paint it, and then we're gonna find out how much better it looks camouflage wise after it's spray painted. So bear with me. But here's how this looks on a gun. Okay. Alright, that's how we look. So yeah, I think it's aesthetically, it's at least a cool optic and mount. Yeah, so let's mess around for a minute, and we'll see what's going on. Alright, so let's compare the 1x of my eyeball to the 1x of this scope right quick. Alright, so let's aim at the old Flaggerino there. So the 1x on this optic, definitely some distortion, but I don't believe anyone's shaken to their core by that statement. Yeah, not gonna be like both eyes open through a red dot, right? There's some, it's a little more zoomed back almost. Things are smaller through your optic, but I think with an LVPO coming in at this price point, I don't think that's surprising literally anyone. So the 1x is fine. The eye relief is pretty great. All right, let's talk a little eye relief. So, oh god, the sun. Here, is that right? Yeah, nice. We got perfect. Box is completely good. Now about to right here, we get some shadows significantly. So right about here is perfect. I will say back up here, if we go up and down a little bit, shadow is pretty significant. So if you're up right on here on it, yeah, see this has a lot of play right here. So it's about where my head's going to fall naturally anyway, aiming down my scope. So eye relief seems to be non-issue. Let's crank it up to Quattro power. Oh, the sun pour. Oh no. So yeah, back here we've got significantly worse eye relief. Now where my head pretty much falls, not bad. It's pretty full here, although the up and down is definitely a little less forgiving. But overall, we'll just go ahead and give it a pass on the eye relief. We're gonna have to chop that bit up a good bit because that was probably awful to watch. But yeah, my phone is not good enough to really show the eye relief ideally, so you're just going to take my word for it that the eye relief is not bad, especially for, you know, an optic coming in at a low price point. You can get your head, you know, you're allowed to make a mistake when you mount your gun. The whole scope's not going to be black, so that's nice. It is less forgiving on 4X, though. I think that's to be expected. I don't think anyone is rattled at that statement, but yeah, 4X definitely suffers a little bit. All right, so before we conclude, we have to talk about our throw lever here. It's not bad. Pretty stiff on the old rotation here, but you know, you can get a good knuckle on that and rotate it not too bad, but definitely could be nicer. Prefer something that sticks out to about here. You can just scoop over, but you know, how frequently are we really cranking our optics from 1 to 4 and not for, you know, just LARP purposes? I can't say because I've never actually had a optic that I would be cranking over like this. So, but yeah, here's the throw lever. for, if you can call it a lever, for the turret here to adjust your zoom. Right, we're going to rapid fire at the end of this because I know everyone's tired of watching it. So let's start off with brightness. 1 out of 10, horrible, not daylight bright, end of story. Probably fine at night, but then again, like, literally any illuminated reticle is fine at night, so that's kind of cheating. Not daylight bright. I repeat, it is not daylight bright. Aesthetics. Looks cool. Cool looking optic. 6 out of 10. Above average cool level. Turrets, which I didn't talk about at all because the optic's not zeroed. I mean, they lock down securely. Can't twist that. Stick up fairly far, but that's fine. I don't know. Turrets are turrets. They work fine. I don't know. 8 out of 10. Our covers here are springy. And they cover the scope. 30 out of 10. Eye relief, which you guys will have to take my word for. I don't know. 7.5, 8 out of 10. It's not bad. Gets unforgiving. Fairly unforgiving at 4x, but at 1x, it's totally fine. You can pretty much probably treat it as a red dot as long as you consistently place your stock in your shoulder and your chin on your stock, which we all totally do because we all practice totally a ton. We practice a lot, guys, right? So, you know, eye relief is passable at, we'll give it like an 8. 9 on 1x, and then like, I don't know, 7-ish, 6.5, 7 on 4x. So I guess we'll round that off at like an 8. But yeah, the mount. The mounts, I mean, scope's not rotating anywhere. Got to tighten down good. I'll comment on the mount, I guess, when I have like an actual review and I put a bunch of rounds through this. All right, so let's talk about the review process on this little dude. Do 1,000 rounds, and then I'll beat it up a little bit and see if it holds 0. I'll just mess around with it for a good bit and find out if it was worth my... We'll ballpark this whole setup at 230. I'll let you know if I do it again. If it dies before then, or if I hate it at 500 rounds and think it's a piece of garbage, I'm obviously just going to stop the test, save myself time and money, and post a video. But yeah, next time you hear about this specifically, it'll be after 1,000 rounds have gone through this cute little thing. You'll probably see it in videos, so yeah, and you'll also see this poor rifle in a video coming soon, I promise. Well, we're going to spray paint this, and this optic will probably be spray painted in that video too, thus completely ruining the resale value of it, locking me into my purchase. So, all right, boys, get out there and put some stocks to shoulders and chins to stocks consistently, and thanks for liking and subscribing because you love me. See ya.